Thing working? There we go. Alright. Now I just need to do the capture. Alright, hope everyone's doing good today, by the way. Hope you've had a good day so far. We're back at it again with Warframe. It's been quite some time, actually, now that I think on it. Oh. Because, yeah, I haven't been playing it much for a while. I even had it uninstalled for a good bit. Just because nothing really seemed all that engaging and interesting to me at the time. So, it is what it is. It's perfectly fine for a game to just not catch your interest at a time. Never think that that's wrong. That you have to dedicate every waking hour to the game and never take a break from it. This is a big misunderstanding in games, is that that idea of dedication to it. And something that I feel game developers sometimes don't acknowledge very well. Is the idea that it's like, look, you shouldn't have to play a game 24/7. Oh, well, not that bad, but anyway, I'm gonna be naughty. Do you want to be naughty? Alright, let's be naughty. Because I'm gonna be honest, this Warframe is the entire reason I have come back to Warframe. So I have yet to even like do shit with the Gath. Unranked, no former, I've never played. I would like to play Dagath at some point. However, I do not care as much as I care about Dante. I don't even think I've played Steinax, right? It's just... I think I've talked about this before, briefly. But like, so there was actually a point in time where I was like super into Warframe, and one of the things I would do is I would actually design Warframes myself, like little fan concepts. I never released any of them, but one of them was an Eldritch caster. And I always felt the reason why I loved that design so much is because Warframe is space magic, right? It's a lot of space magic-y sort of things. but it just never... It never committed enough to that philosophy in my eyes. Okay. Oh my god, the Grand Magus. I actually kind of like that helmet. Well, we don't have it, but you know. I actually think I like the agile there more. But yeah, I've always really enjoyed the idea of just more wizardry sort of things. Oh, that looks so nice with this. Let's double check if any of the others look okay-ish. In comparison, nah, this one looks way better. Might need to play around with the offset a little bit, but this looks just so nice with that hood. Okay, yes, this is the most important part, by the way. I don't care about building this character. I care about, like, getting the fucking, the stuff equipped. It's all about the cosmetics, man. If you've played Warframe, you know this is the end game, the true end game. I don't think I want a chess piece for him, but I'm going to still try around because you never know. And I own far too many anyway, so. Because I just don't, again, he's a sorcerer, so I want a little bit of stuff some places, but I don't think I want something on the chest. I like the chest design. However, I want to see if my favorite piece will fit nicely on him. Oh wow, that really doesn't, huh? I was hoping that they would be a little bit further up and slightly bigger. No, they did it on the mid-arm point. Okay, so if it's a mid-arm piece, something like that would probably be better, but I don't know if I like that. And yes, I do have some Tenocon pieces. I did bypass as again, I used to play a lot of this game. And I used to have a lot more fucking spare money. Back when I was actually like doing work and such. Maybe that? I don't know. It's again, it's really low down. I don't think there's an arm piece I like. Okay, well, what about leg pieces then? Wouldn't mind something maybe to thicken out the leg. These are always a good shout for floating, especially. Maybe. But yeah, like one of my goals at one point was to own every cosmetic in the game. You can see I got pretty fucking far along with that idea for a while. Yeah, I'll try the Takeris Prime. Greaves. Oops, that's not the... There. Ephemera. I mean, like, that would probably work quite well, but I don't actually think I want that. No. No. Spring Step 1? Okay, well, I don't know what that is. Sands of Mars Ephemera. Ew. See, I stand by if they ever gave us like this orbit one, but with like larger orbs. God, you have no idea how much I would love that. I mean, this one, maybe? Kinda is fitting, but I still don't quite like those sorts of ones when they're like that. This may... Look, again, like, this is kind of my thing. I love this one if it didn't have such an effect over the body. I think I'm just gonna go with the orbit. Auxiliary. Ah, yes. Wait, there's one for plaque. Can you actually buy a permanent one now? Because you always used to be able to get these ones, but... Oh god. Don't know how I feel about a permanent one. Okay, let's play around with colors then. Gotta do the typical... Oh, actually also I should check Sindana, I guess. Sindana, whatever. Sindana. However you want to say it. Say it however you wish. I'm not gonna stop you. I mean, you'd want a long flowing one, right? Preferably, yeah, tassels is kind of what you want. Not tentacles, tassels. Difference. I mean, that could work. Again, wings would always work. The floating kind of already design. Ooh. Ooh, yeah, I think we might go with the Rapala. Rapala's still kind of one of my faves. For a good fucking reason. That does look really nice. Okay, we've got the Rapala. Random colors. No. Maybe. So that's looking like lighter colors, that accents that. That's so fucking anime. Well, not deny, I definitely have a soft spot for pink and purple, but like... Because that looks decent to me. Needs a bit of tweaking. But like that looks not too bad. So I'm thinking it's light colors for like the primary, and then like darker colors for tertiary and accent. Because like that looks nice to me. Again, with twigs. I don't mind that either. Gee, I might use that as an idea. So we will go for a darker color here. What would be a nicer... I do kind of like the idea of the browniness that this has. But it definitely needs to be a more pale brown. Do I have a better pale brown? Kinda, I guess that would work. That needs to be definitely the lighter pink. Maybe more of that. Yes, min-maxing the colors. I look, sue me.
A look that says I have arrived.
Oh, shut up, orders. Okay, let's see what it looks like on the attachments. Not too bad. Definitely need to switch the pink here. So this is on Daybreak top 4 with the Oregon white. Just that one. So it was Daybreak, this pink, and then this one turns to Oregon white. That's white. Also, I think I missed. Yeah, it's this pink. That looks a bit better. And then Ciandana. Yeah, that works fine enough. I think we changed the cape color though to more of a dulled white. So from here we might go to like that. And then turn this into the brown. Where was the brown color from again? That was from Heirloom Color Picker, top right. No. Does not look nice like that. Okay, I'm going to turn it to dulled white, I guess. See if that looks better. Yeah, that looks a bit better. Okay, now for the other stuff, which is like, you know, modding it. So scans targets, recording information to your codec, status chance increases by 50% on fully scanned targets. Ooh. So I know a little bit about his abilities. Because his ult is... basically, It's that invoker style, right, from Dota 2, where it's you use your abilities in certain conjunction to then use the ultimate to get that thing, right? What aura would I want? Do I just want steel corrosive projection or something like that for now? There's so many more fucking auras now too. There was one that I saw that I like got given. This one. It's called receives energy regen and health regen now. What the fuck? Okay. Where do I want to go for his build? France? It's not what I mean by going somewhere, but you know. Yeah, I think we just go with corrosive projection for now. For aura. God, I need to do fucking arcane stuff one day. Finish that all off. What do I want for his kit? So here's an overguard cap. Because I know there's someone that I was going to copy their build, and I... Okay, excuse me, I'm going to quickly pull up YouTube. Because there's a dude that occasionally makes Warframe content that I still watch. Oh, did you see a cat? Yeah, one of the cats jumped off my lap. The other one's still asleep on the bed. Okay, tactical potato. Where was it in the video that you showed your build? Here he is. Okay. Oh, you have growing power for it? I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Do I want growing power right now? Probably not. Might do it later. Stealery. What am I stealing? The Declaration of Independence? Wouldn't be the first time. I mean, what? Can't prove that. Bloody hell, this is expensive. I mean, it is power strength orientated, right? Yeah. What else can I sneak in of the build? because it's... Nah, I can't even put it in. I'm just using this at least as the foundation for the build. I will figure out a better build for it later if I care to look into that. See how fun he is to play. Do that as well. Might as well. Alright. We shall keep a quick screenshot of this somewhere so I can look at it. If it's gonna let me. Yep, there we go. Come on, screenshot thing. You'll get there eventually. Hey. This is probably not the final build that I will end up with, because if I do end up enjoying this and getting back into my way of things, I'll probably do min-maxing. Read the adjectives down, you. I mean, I'm not going to read everything out. I've made that clear in the past. I am looking. Oh, you know, I always feel bad. One of my friends, right? He always posts stuff about like Star Rail. For example, like we post stuff about Star Rail to each other. He always posts something like a week after it's been out. Like a thing of talking about stuff, and I'm just like, dude, I watched that when it came out. And it's the same with what's it? Pirate Software, right? He posts shorts from Pirate Software, and I'm like, dude, I'm subscribed to him. I literally watch whenever one comes out, because like they normally come out, I think, during my stream or around that sort of time. It's one of the first things I watch when I even finish stream. So yeah, surprisingly enough, I fucking know. Alright, so first things first is I actually need to duplicate. And then we remove the image, so it uses the default, set its current loadout, and then I can actually give him a weapon that I prefer, which is Cedo. And not the Ether Reaper, what the fuck? What weapon do I want to run? I mean, does it even matter? Pirate thy dime balloons. No. No, Pirate Software is an amazing person, and he is someone I heavily look up to, and it has actually helped keep me going doing programming, I'll be honest. There's a genuine good chance I may not have made it as far or as happily as I have if it wasn't for him. So, gotta love him. I honestly do not care what I put on here, is because this has the unique trait of the no restriction to the tome mods, right? Yeah. I'm not gonna probably use it at this stage. I just want to use Dante. Brigadier is due in 17 hours. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna change the Y position a little bit on that headpiece. I just wanted to move around so I could get a guarantee that it was slightly off. Which one makes you go faster? What do you mean go faster? What? Hey yo, what a fucking walk animation. Man's about to poised up, about to fucking throw down as a mage. I may be out of my fucking spells, but I ain't out of fucking fists to throw. Alright, now I gotta do a mission to level this dude up. The perk list you showed with one that said move speed. What? Wait, something about movement? What perk list? You confuse me. Do you mean the mods? Do you... Okay, I'm just gonna ignore and move on. Saddle up. The fuck with you? Alright, we'll go ahead then. I'll just move on. This is currently set to Steel Path. I definitely don't think I survived Steel Path. Not those mods. Oh, do you mean the ones for the Warframe? Yes, there are some that make your movement speed increase. I'm not going to be putting those in right now. There's plenty of other frames that are far better for movement speed.
Welcome to the bloody circus.
Okay, give the game a fucking moment, Jesus. Gauss, yeah. Like Gauss, Vault. There's all sorts. Can I pull off a level 65 to 70 assassination with a level 0 frame? If only the exterminate was a low level. Could I get away with this? If I level fast enough, I can.
Thank you very much. I am ready.
We've had a few setbacks.
Oh, shut up. Okay, so I just want to stress what I'm doing is a horrendously bad idea because this is level like 100 enemies. I am level 0 right now. They look at me wrong and I will die. Hey, you guys know what the secret is for this room? First of all... Have I not gotten a level yet? Jesus. Okay, so the secret for this room is you go down here and woohoo is the secret. Now to get the fuck out of the secret room. Alright, there we go. First level. Okay. The fuck is that? Oh, it's one of these. Did I get it? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Fuck. Booba. I apologize that I'm not looking too heavily at the chat at the moment, just purely because this does take a lot of my concentration at the moment. Oh, you're commenting on the fucking DOS. Yeah, I actually really love this tile set purely because it's basically a mix, a beautiful mix of old-fashioned and new-fashioned tech, right? Like you've got like this stuff which is like huge, intense cybernetics and all that sort of stuff, and then you've got fucking actual like 95s, like Windows 95 shit going on. They got automatons before they got like high-tech computers. Nah, it's not even biotech, that's the best part. Oh shit, I need to do this? Are you off? You're not on fire? Cool. Okay, I can at least now spam an ability that gives me overguard, so I'm safe. Oh, that's an actual necromech. You're tanky boy. Die. Die. Don't even have ult yet, so we can't even like cast our special stuff. Once we get this frame leveled up once, it's gonna be like smooth sailing, because then we don't have to technically level up the abilities anymore. That was something that they did, like, I want to say a little while back, but a little while back to me is a long time. Okay, I literally don't beat this mission. I fail. Because I have 30 seconds left to kill half the enemies. Because I've only killed half so far. Spent too long trying to play safe and surviving. Didn't get as aggressive as I needed to. $19.17. Yeah. Do I even make it to the next lot of enemies in time? To be fair, I knew that this was a very good chance I was not going to succeed in this mission. We're about to see the fail thing come up. Mission failed. I got levels. I don't care. And I got a bit of a feel for the casting, which is kind of interesting. At the end of the day, it's just trying to get a feel for the character, right? Because if I wanted to actually do it correctly, then I wouldn't be at this planet. Actually, to be fair, I shouldn't be at this planet. I should be at another planet. There's another planet I should go to and farm there for a bit. Because it would be better for me. Thanks, Kaz. That smells fucking great. Did you fart, did you? Bet that's what fucking happened. Fart's right underneath me. It's gonna be all I smell for the next few minutes. It's great. Right, let's go to the Zaraman and do some stuff here. Because that's a bit more of a reasonable place to do it.
Throwing troops at the Zeraman. Whatever the worm's finding here, she wants more of it.
Whatever the worm wants, right? Yeah. Because I still haven't actually fucking maxed out these guys standing, so I don't have that one, fucking, or arcane from here that I really need. Before I do that, trade for void plumes.
Damage time has done. We can undo it. Ah, thank you. If you have specimens, I'm deeply in. Fascinating. Let's see what twisted wonders the void has created. Very well. Keep your secrets.
Keep your secrets. So this is one of the ones I do want to actually get. But I also feel... Do I have you? Yes, I have you. Okay. On cold status effects, critical damage and multi-shot up. For 12 seconds, stacks up to 40. That's... There's a couple of weapons I can think of that they're being good on. On reload, 60% chance for... So, it's always 60% chance for primary weapon to be increased. But for a Warframe slot, that's pretty rough. Requires on electric status effects, reload speed and multi-shot. For 12 that seems pretty solid. There's a few secondaries I can think of that would be really good with them. In fact, there's one in particular that would be insane, but I definitely want this one the most.
Construction of the past is possible.
I'm just gonna do that. No, this was not what I want.
Almost endless.
Oh, shut up, you. So I think it's 5 of those, that one that I need. So all the rest can be sold off. Oh, that's gonna hit the mix. Cool. Wait, I'm gonna lose some. That does it? Nice. Clean. Okay, let's get the max rank of this quickly.
Let's make this place work. The song tears at us slowly. We should be doing more to recognize your work.
Oh, I don't have enough fucking lanthorns. Okay, well, we'll do that one quickly then.
One hand for yourself and one for the
I should just need to do a bounty, and we should be able to get 1 or 2 from there quickly.
We're getting void flood alerts almost constantly.
Void Armageddon, Void Flood, Exterminate. It's very high level though. Waken an Angel and defeat it. We could do that. Doesn't have inherent thing though, but fuck it, right? Yeah, I can get it done. I don't see a way that I don't get this done. And I'll get some levels. Yes, it is level 90 again, but the difference is that I've not got a time limit. So it means I can go slow and methodical again.
Greedy, plundering corpus bastards have come aboard without permission. Mow them down without a second thought.
Yeah, I can imagine being greedy and looting everything. Such an awful thing.
You're my favorite little meat grinder.
Okay, I'm not gonna care too much, so I'm gonna say this now because I know someone that does know this game might comment on this. I'm not gonna go too extreme with trying to find the like on the ground collectible stuff. Like there's this, for example, that I will do just because I kind of want to, but most of the time I'm not going to go after the, like, look for the void plumes, like these sorts of things as well, use those. It's going to take so long if I do. I know it's inefficient, but also if I was running efficiency, I wouldn't be running a level fucking 4 Dante into these. Right, that's one of the Lurthorns that we needed. That was a Thrax, wasn't it? That's rough. At least it's not a Steel Path one, so I can do this pretty quickly. Dude, my fucking weapon that I'm not even using is getting more levels right now than my fucking frame. Okay, there we go. Now we've got Dark Verse, which is damage. Fuck you, Thorax. Okay, we're nearly near the Angel. Okay. I think by the time I finish this mission, I'll be like above level 10, which means we get ult at least, and I can run this again. Come here and pop. Pop. I've got to be honest, it's stuff like that that I look there and go, how the fuck is people supposed to figure that out when that's not explained to them more clearly? Like, I know there's missions that kind of explain it to you, but like still. It's one of the reasons why I was doing like some kind of thinking about this and research on it. There's a fucking, what is it? God of War, the new one, Ragnarok. There was a big discussion point about tutorialization in that game and how, in a sense, it permanently is tutorializing you. It's always giving you the info that you would need. Which is really interesting because the companions are like constantly yelling it out to you in combat, which makes sense. But it's yelled in a way that it actually makes like it's battle dialogue. It's good battle dialogue. And Warframe has done that a few times, but then it's also done it really poorly and executed it horrendously. And the problem is I remember the bad execution more than I remember the good execution. Admittedly. The angel is just down here, is it? Cool. Let's suffer.
That's a void angel in the making. Best be ready.
Thank you, Nagisa, for stripping its armor. Oh shit, it's doing that thing.
The angel is trying to retreat into the void so it can hear it. Follow it and stop it. You can't hurt it while those dimensional orbs are out. Use your void body to absorb them.
Come on. Hopefully I get it before it teleports. No, I'm not gonna get it before it teleports. Oh, no. I got it. Okay. Oh, they made that faster. I swear it used to not be that fast for the switch point. Teehee. I love being invulnerable to damage. Oh, I'm so bad at the aiming for these. Now it's teleported. And of course it's on the opposite side of where the buffs are. You done yet? Cool. What an interesting and engaging fight, right? Because yeah, what you used to do with the angel was, when it was during that stage of like it dying, you'd jump off because it was faster than waiting for it to spawn you out again. Boom. Thanks for the loot, dumbass. Did you not hear any of the stuff that was going on over there? You know, I just saw murdering your friends, fought a giant fucking angel, and then...
This one down as a net loss. Corpus forces retreated. You did good.
Did I get a second one? I only got one. Guess we'll have to do a second run before we get the thing. Kind of annoying. Oh well. Is what it is. Wow, 4,000 endo. Yay. Hey, hit level 10 though with Dante. So that means I have access to my ultimate now, which is the good thing.
While we sit here straddling the rift, all possibilities are real. Strike hard, no quarter.
So, now this is when Dante's kit actually starts being interesting. I have to think about how to play with the combos.
Corpus ain't here to trade. They're looking to steal from us. Give them hell.
Ah, it's a... Oh, that's right. Don't I have to do that? Yeah. Oh, this angel's way closer.
Body count can go way higher.
Yeah, so now I actually have like a spell combos. I just need the energy to be able to cast it all.
When that thing starts moving, it will. Better know what to do.
Any day now, Void Angel.
Angel's trying to retreat into the bowl.
All right.
Follow it and stop.
God, it's... I'm so glad I'm so bad at video games. No, don't teleport. That's just unfortunate. Fine then, I will just wait it out.
Angel is almost recovered. Hurry this up.
There we go.
Now stay.
Come on, Void Angel, just take your medicine. Just go to sleep. Messed up. There we go. Damn, almost. Where did it teleport to? Oh, over there.
It won't be shrugging that off.
Emergency savior. I have no idea what that one does. Okay, I do want to get the scan, because I still haven't done a lot of these scans. So is it this one into this one gives me the birds? What does this one to this one give me? Something else. I need to look at all of them. At some point. Alright, well, we've got the lanthorns that we need. Lanthorns, whatever. However they're said. So that's at least something. Ugh. I actually found it funny, right? So, I have someone I know that, I would say recent in my eyes, but I would also admit that they've probably been playing it for like a year, I think, or so. But like they were talking to me the other day about, how at the moment they're... And this is something I giggle at. They've started saying like, oh, well, I'm dealing so much damage, the game's just not interesting anymore. Or like, it's just no longer anything. And I'm like, yeah. I've been that way forever. That's the problem with Warframe, is that eventually you, regardless of what they release, you've outscaled it by such a margin that it's just impossible to find it to be fun. It is the biggest weakness Warframe will always have with its the style of game it is. Because there was a specific tipping point where it just couldn't go any further, and it went further. And I can't say that that was the wrong decision. They had to fucking do something. But I will definitely say that, yeah, the game has gotten so far over an edge that it can never truly come back from. It's just now got to try and find a way to work within that new edge point. And it's hard. It's the biggest like downfall of the game as a service model. So in some regards with this, is that eventually the game has to keep progressively moving forward and changing for it to remain relevant and interesting. Surprisingly enough, sometimes that progression not going to be considered positive. Fucking, what was it? Soulstone Survivors actually suffered from that recently, right? Is that the game has a very clear expectation for the players, it seems, as to what like the gameplay loop should feel like. And the update they did for it, because I actually wanted to cover it this week. That was going to be originally what I was playing today. But after playing it a little bit, I have to agree somewhat that the current state of the bosses in the game is not enjoyable. I cannot stress enough, I think outside of the bosses, I think the game got a huge improvement. But the changes to the it's a fundamental gameplay loop change that they made that shifted the game from being like a I can beat this game pretty consistently in like 20 to 30 minutes if I'm doing a bad run, hitting that like higher end. Whereas now it's like outside of some very specific builds, I do not get a single run under like 40 minutes, which means I just never get the like harder cycles, which was the fun part, was that you would get this absurd build, you'd go into an absurd level thing, you'd still be struggling somewhat, and it'd be fun. But no, if you want to play Soulstone Survivors, the newer update, have fun, because so they did roll it back, but I have played it since, because they have enabled it so you can play it. And short and simply, the only build I found did well enough to consistently do it is a build they nerfed into the ground so many times and was still pretty top tier, was summons. Was a good old skeletons summons build. Just necromancer, get the fucking dog, the rotten dogs, get your fucking skeletal dudes, and get a bloodlust, and just kill them. That was it. And even that struggled in some regards. They did shadow buff it a little bit, I think. I'm not 100% on this, but I think they removed like the resistances upgrades for skeletons, or like for the summons. So your survivability, which I'm gonna be honest, was a fucking incredibly powerful upgrade because it means that it's not wasted rerolls or wasted upgrade slots. Because I would genuinely banish some of those.
Let's go forward.
All right, rank up. Go up to rank 5. I'm an angel. Cool. Hear that, everybody? I'm an angel. I want this. This is the whole reason I've been wanting to upgrade, because this is what everyone wants, right? Because I don't really care about those. So now what's the cutscene? Don't even know if I remember half their story.
Whatever guilt he bore should have died with him. So why does it still burn?
Because we're not finished here. None of us.
If we're talking redemption, seems to me that dying's the easy part.
So this is our fate. Living out every day in a pantomime of contrition?
What? Like you got something better to do? Quinn, wake up. Look at us. We're back to how we were. This ain't just a second chance. It's an eternity of second chances.
Perhaps. Yes. Blame lingers, but so does duty. And who is to say that is not why we were recreated? The indifference has awoken, and all of the Void's creations must find a light. Even ones we thought lost in another time.
Okay.
Eternity be our horizon. Until then, we shall hold. Till you next return.
Oh. Alright then.
Long before the Origin, people believed in other gods. Invisible, often incomprehensible, but worthy of devotion. Because they invested life with meaning beyond a mortal lifespan. You and I, walk in godless lands, my friend.
Has he no longer got the particle stuff on him now?
No limit to its depth. And yet, I find I need no gods to bring meaning to my existence. You...
Did the cutscene cut out or something like that? Because I feel like I'm missing something, but hey. To be fair, I feel like I'm missing a lot because I just genuinely haven't done this quest for ages.
Travel well.
Yeah, it looks like they don't have the fucking, like, metal shite on them.
Readings are normal. This is the first time being alive has really felt like being alive for me. I'm in
Gotta get this dialogue out of the way so I don't have to deal with it later.
complicated, fragile relic, gently lifted up from the earth and brushed clean of all the dirt. If I'm not careful, I could end up saying something very stupid and rash. So I won't. I'll just say thank you.
Whoa. Okay, spasm. So now these plumes do not matter to me keeping. I can just sell them for standing. I only have 17, so but 2 of them of that and 3 of that. No. One of these. No matter what, I'm wasting 500. Okay. Do that for now. And have this conversation, because I've got to have this conversation.
Look, what do you want from me? Sorry, I was such an asshole? No. If I'd been less of an asshole, Margulis would have found a lot more dead kids on this ship. My way works. but I'm glad I didn't scare you off. I'm pretty sure you faced worse than me anyway. Don't ever quote me on this, but it's been an honor.
Aw, that's cute.
Take your time.
Okay, so it is 10,000 for this. God, that is a lot that I need. And this is the only way to get it, right? Malt augmented. Oh. Browser? Here we go. Oh no, there is drop chances. Okay. Thorax Centurion, Thorax Legatus, Void Angels, and Ravenous Void Angels all have a chance of it. Oh yeah, but it's just fucking pretty good drop chances of the highest being 1.67. So it's expected in 60 kills, or nearly guaranteed in, I don't know, 400 kills just for one. Fucking hate it so much. So, yeah. That's... Again, I've got mixed feelings now, because, like, I've now played around a lot with 2 different systems with that stuff, right? Where I have played with systems that guarantee you a drop, but don't guarantee you what you exactly want, for example. So, Star Rail is the point that I make for that. You're always guaranteed the drops, but you're not guaranteed the parts of the drops that you might always want. So, like, farming all resources, that's fine, but getting the gear, getting that final bit of gear, that you have no guarantee on. Because at the moment, I'm still farming for better Acheron gear. And I'm going to probably be farming for better Acheron gear until I fucking die. So it's malt augmented. So this is, it's not much I get out of it, but it's still nothing. It's more than nothing. It's a lot more than nothing. I'm a wizard with a shotgun. I fucking love it. I do feel like I was starting to get more wizardy during that last run, though. Do I do more runs?
Debts other than ours still to be paid. This is a
How much longer? 30 minutes. Okay, we'll do at least one more run of this. Just because it is an angel that I have to kill, so it guarantees an angel, and it's also an exterminate, so it's on the easier and simpler side. Good excuse to get some more levels.
We got a bunch of random clowns looking for easy salvage. We are nobody's free lunch. Bust some heads.
So the benefit I have is because I'm playing in solo play, the malt augmented is really solid, right? Because if I'm remembering correctly, assist kills don't count, but summon kills do count. So it means that basically every kill is going to augmented. Am I already getting like 29% or am I having to do, oh, I'm gonna have to do the maths, aren't I? Because it's not gonna be like 29%. Yeah. I'm not gonna do that math. I got that many stacks, that's what it is. So those dudes also have a chance of dropping it, but a very low one. Like incredibly low. Oh, I went past the angel, did I? Whoops. I was paying attention, I swear. Didn't realize it was in this room. Hi. How you doing? That's one. That's two. Hey. Yeah. It's teleporting. Go. Oh, alright then. I didn't look at what the fuck another combo was. The 2 then 3. Because I know what 3 then 2, 2 then 2, and 3 then 3 are, but I don't know what 2 then 3 is. But yeah, there's a lot of talk, as I already know at the moment, of people going like, oh, Dante's gonna get nerfed. I don't know. I genuinely don't know with Warframe's balance anymore, so I can't make any predictions on that. I used to be really good with that, but again, like, I don't play the game that much, so knowing what is strong and what isn't is not quite an area I'm so capable with now. Used to be very good at this game. Very, very good. It's upsetting. How little I don't know now. Dude, I gotta say though, I do like the casting. Yeah, that's an upgrade that I'm happy to probably get from time to time. Yeah, this is actually just faster. God, my stats. I just looked up at the corner and it's like, yeah, it's some overguard. Oh yeah, I have health. Look at that fucking poor little health bar. It's 350, man. I gotta say, cast speed was really nice there, though. It does feel extremely good to use. So I got 133 stacks out of that run. So that was a large amount, I guess. That's like, what, 0.4, so it's 4%. That's not actually that much, right? It's like 4% power strength or something? Wait, seriously? No. Wait, how much power strength was that? That can't be it. Can't be it. No, it was basically 4 power strength. That's Wow, that's really impressive. I mean, to be fair, max rank of it is, yeah, I was gonna say, like, even rank 2 of it turns it to 12, yeah, so rank 2 of it's basically starting to get into the area of, like, rank 2, 3 is when you hit, an additional, no, rank 1, sorry. Rank 2, yeah, words. Anyway, rank 2 is when you hit another intensify, basically, a free slotted intensify after scaling. So if rank 2's that, and it's basically increasing by 4% constantly, then yeah, rank 5 is a lot, right? Because that's at half stacked, it becomes basically an intensify. A free slotted intensify, so that's a lot. So it would probably be what, about 60% ability power when max ranked or max stacked down in that sort of area, which I mean, even Umbral Intensify isn't that, right? Transient Fortitude isn't even that, and Transient Fortitude has a detriment of ability duration. So just saying. It is, yeah, so Molt Augmented is definitely very weak at early ranks. Very weak. Like, ouch, that's really hard to even kind of justify weak.
Only place to find. Getting pretty tired. Take a closer look if you need to.
But yeah, so I'll need to get enough to upgrade its rank at some point. A few times.
Okay.
To be fair, I do now have a little bit of a buffer of these wood plumes. Not many, I only have mainly quills. I can generate quite a few though, if I just keep farming them. Again, Warframe's a game that you treat as a job, and that's the problem. It's always been that, and that's why it's a really rough game, because people get so invested in it because it is basically a job. So I remember when I was working and playing this game, and it was genuinely, I would get home, I would play this, and there was genuine days where I just would consider, hey, the fuck's wrong with my life? And this is when I want to stress, this does lead to that whole thing of you do have a choice when it comes to games. You can choose to leave. You can choose not to play the game. It's fine. You should not feel that you must play a game. This one sounds funny. I do want to do that build at some point. Of course, my Tano. Is there new augments in here? There is. Train, don't even... Do I have her? I can't remember. There's oh, this is the broken one, isn't it? And it's inbound, gain 4% health per mutation stack. Ooh, that sounds funny. But yeah, no, wasn't this like super broken? Did it get nerfed in the end or no? Divine Retribution Warframe. It doesn't have any patch history other than being added. Okay, so the range was new. I have to say, 50% range nerf to an ability is pretty rough. But I will agree that it did look really, really strong. Okay. So now we're at level rank 18 with our good old new frame. Wow, that is a really high overguard kappa. And it's still not the max it's gonna hit. That's a lot of overguard actually, yeah. Okay, so let's have a little look at these. So this is 2 light verses. This is the shielding one. So drain, duration of it has thing, and radius is 15. Cool. Caster 6, regret allies within, with a buff that increase health and grants overguard, kills and assists briefly regenerate overguard. So you get more overguard. Okay. So this one is, the 2 dark verses. Any damage over time that they have suffered accumulates in a single blast. So this is why it's insane, because you basically hit them with this, which causes a pretty decent slash proc. That's pretty solid. And then you have, oh, for God's sakes, you have this and you have a damage multiplier. So it pretty much one-shots pretty effectively.
Otis went mad for 3 milliseconds when he realized that each time he cleans something, he makes something else dirty. Ah, there I go again.
So this is light, then dark. So this was the one I don't know about. Copy of Nocturna. Nocturna copies synchronize their attacks with the designated allies' attacks. Okay, so this is just a little bit of extra damage. Okay, no, that's just pretty solid. I'll probably use that a bit more often. Then this creates the paragrams that sweep the enemies, making them vulnerable to status chance and drawing enemy attacks away from allies. Yeah. So this keeps me a little bit safer, creates a good bit of damage, status vulnerability, and it's a little bit of extra damage. Okay. Not bad. As allies increase health. Yeah, no, I have no fucking health in this. Like, health doesn't really matter, though. That's the thing. It's like, you're playing with Overguard. So Noctua, so that's the weapon itself. That's this one. So this is what actually scans enemies. So I probably do want to mod this then. I don't think I mod it now though. I'll mod it. Oh no, we can mod it now. I need to pull up the fucking video again though. History, where's the tactical potatoes thing? There. I'll just use Tax for now, because again, he's an It's a good foundation line. I don't think, if I want to min-max, I won't use his builds forever, but I do like using them as a foundation point. He is a good solid choice for that. He's really, really good for general info and like getting into things. If you ever do want to get into Warframe. My little personal recommendation is potentially look into Tactical Potato. Okay. Seems like a pretty standard build. Yeah, it's very standard build. Okay. Oh, you don't want to use them? Why? I guess the crit chance is 30%. Ah. Wait a minute, what? Give me a second. Trying to see a look at this build. Oh yeah, I fucking ran out of things. Okay, let's... How the fuck do you have that? Oh, you have creeping in. Yeah, that makes sense. Pathogen, convulsion, then creeping. What? Pathogen, convulsion, and heated. Yeah, so it gives me radiation, corrosive, and heat. A lot of heat. Corrosive and heat here. Yeah, that's pretty solid. Okay, and then it's prime target cracker. Oh god, yeah, no, it's because you don't want too much more than that, and that's already... Yeah, so that's probably all you need. Do you really want to minus your fire? I guess you're getting positive fire rate from that, 60, 40, so you're getting 40%. Then you're getting diffusion here, multi-shot, so you're getting more multi-shot on kills. Well, multi-shot's pretty solid when you're dealing the bonuses. I mean, I don't have any tome mods, right? So that's the other weakness I have. I need to get the tome mods at some point. That is a question. Do I plan on using tome mods in this though? Because like if this does the scanning and then does bonus status chance to scanned targets, do I want more? Because the clear one is that fucking one that gives universal orbs, right? But like that there is the argument, is like, okay, so I can name one tome mod that I think would be possibly worth putting in. Is that worth putting in to use the unique trait of being able to equip multiple? No, right? Alright, well we can try and use the Noctua. Oh, sorry, that was me. In the next run. See how it feels. Tier 6 Fissure, but it's Void Cascade. I don't really want to do Void Cascade, do I? Is that the only tier 6? No, there's a Alchemy as well. And a Conjunction Survival. The fuck is conjunction survival? I guess I should do it. Just burn a few of the relics at the tier 6 for the tier 6 store fucking void things. Which, by the way, really like that. That's a cool quality of life thing. What was conjunction survival? I feel like I've done conjunction survival before.
There you are. I think it's time we put a collar on you. Wait. You'd probably like that, wouldn't you?
No.
Worm has no compassion for her troops. She ordered more to this place, even though the Neural Sentry will surely corrupt them too. The Orican Neural Sentry is attempting to purge you from this place. Stand by for life support.
Oh wow, I am a little over leveled. Oh, increase yeah, that's right, strengthen thing. Okay, I'm kind of remembering it now. Okay, it does a lot of damage, and that is purely because we are also very strong.
If you have a necromech, this would be an excellent place to deploy it.
Oh yeah, I can use necromech in this, can't I? Okay. God, yeah, no, I hit like a fucking trucker. I'm glad that they've shortened down a lot of the lines, by the way. I've noticed that while playing it throughout the week a little bit. Fucking awesome. Because that is something that I think I was talking about that the other day. Was it today or was it... No, it was earlier today. The idea of tutorialized dialogue. Like, this game has always kind of had it, but the problem was it was so lengthy and irritating that you fucking just sort of like, shut up. I just don't care. Okay, I ran out of energy there.
Sentient scouts. If they detect you, fighters will soon come. The sentient has detected you. Fighters incoming.
That's not too surprising. But if I hit the sentients hard enough, they can't fucking resist the damage in time, so it's great. I really do hope they do more with the times. Like, genuinely, I really do hope that they do, way more with the tomes, because the tomes are just one of the coolest weapon types that they've ever done, in my personal opinion. I'm just gonna keep cracking relics for a little while, just whatever I've got the most of. This is why I've always wanted like a universal thing like this. Man, I'm already almost maxed out with the stacks, huh? The enemies are not spawning very fast. I'm still not used to the fucking thing on the top of the bubble. Okay, I think while using the book sounds really cool. I think it uses up too much power. Or too much energy. I think I'm already at cap, right? Yeah. So it means, like, without the book being active, I feel a little bit more comfortable just being able to not use it and use the energy on spellcasting.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
I still run out of it very quickly, though. It also doesn't help that I have these fucking things to work with. I'm gonna get rid of these quickly, because this is actually just I'm seeing it nick a little bit from me from time to time, and it's enough to just annoy me. I could move rooms, but I might as well, right? Oh no, my cat's dead. Go, power drift, woo.
Oculists are scanning for targets. The sentient is onto you. Look out for troopers. The treasures of the Warframe. Put them to better use than they did.
Fair enough. Right.
Void manifestations, drawn to this cursed place of stolen lives. They will drain your life support unless they are destroyed.
I mean, this is exactly what I remember Warframe being. This is why I say this game's really good with friends, because you can kind of just do this shit and chat with your mates while doing it. That was the good part of the game. The problem is with the game is doing this, playing on your own. Definitely makes it a worse experience overall. It's not that it needs that, by the way. I want to stress this as something that I had to explain to someone, is that when I say like playing solo is a worse experience, I don't mean it's a bad experience per se. I just mean that it's not as good as playing with friends. For me, even playing with friends, this game's not as fun as it used to be, and definitely has its moments where it's just not enjoyable, especially with like being as knowledgeable as I am. As much as I'm willing to help people, there is also moments where, like, especially with things I am 100% sure on, or I could easily research and get that sort of stuff, I'm kind of treated like I don't know what I'm talking about. It's the same with a lot of other games. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that I know every game ever, but like I can make conjecture. Trust me, I'm not gonna say something's incredibly strong in a game without like some good reasoning behind it. Will I admit to, like, it's because we had this argument with Yu-Gi-Oh, right? So there was a couple of Yu-Gi-Oh cards we looked at, and I was like, oh, well, these seem decent, and everyone's like, no, they're terrible. And it's like, yeah, but also, like, are we talking it just universally, or are we talking about like it within the decks that it would play? Because was it the Shadow Greed was the one that I remember, like I said, like was a decent card. Do I think it's as good as like fucking any of the punk shite or fucking one of those absurd decks. No, I do not think it goes into those high-speed decks. But there are plenty of decks that I know of that were slow-paced that could actually work with that sort of card. Sure, there's removal that exists, but like, is it worth, and this is something that I feel also goes over a lot of people's heads, is it worth potentially putting in a card that could draw you 2 cards, but also eat a negation? Because, like, the opponent doesn't really want to let you have the chance to draw those 2 cards, right? That just doesn't sound like the right thing to do in Yu-Gi-Oh! You don't want your opponent drawing cards. So you're gonna probably want to try and get rid of it. But also, are you really willing to spend all the resources to just get rid of, like, a card that draws 2 cards? Like, it's a kind of low cost card to put in your deck to potentially eat stuff up. The weakness is if it's your, like, if you don't have other draw in the deck, I can see that being a horrendous card. But it's a great card to potentially bait stuff out. Like, if you have a couple of trash cards in your magic and your spell card slots, and you have that ticking, the opponent's gonna probably want to try and, like, purge your thing, like get a fucking the Harpy Feather Duster sort of effects, right? Like, get rid of all of those spells. But it's like, what if that's not actually bad for you? Because that's like, now you have safety that that card is gone. Well, that effect may have been used up. I'm also going to openly state that my opinion of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that it is power crept a little too hard, and the best decks are decks that just basically go like, cool, here's my combo, can't stop it. And I'm so glad that these dudes go invulnerable for a portion of time when they drain your life support. Such a great idea. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, this frame's not complex at all, and I remember hearing people going, oh, it's super complex. I hate that about the Invoker argument, right? I've talked about this before. Like, Hui in League is not a complex character. I have played him. He is very simple. Now, don't get me wrong, that is coming from someone that's going like, oh yeah, well, I played Invoker a lot. Invoker isn't even that complex. It's a memory game. Can you memorize a couple of fucking things? Yes. Okay, cool. You can play Invoker. The hardest part of Invoker is actually knowing which spell is the best to use in which slot, not what spell you have access to. Fuck, they even have it so you can goddamn open the guide up while you're playing so you can look at that. Because of how fucking complex he is to play, apparently. And this is like, okay, cool. So my 2 half-half ones, so light verse, dark verse, and dark verse, light verse, are buffs. Just use them from time to time when they run out. Your light verse is heal and tank stats, which I barely need to use because I'm fucking playing too low a level for this kind of character, clearly. And And then your dark verse is, hey, do you want to just fucking room nuke? Like, I wish the buff times were easier to see. I do think that there's room for actually putting that somewhere in the lower right of the UI instead of the upper right. That's just a personal opinion, though. Because like they've clearly shown that they're willing to do stuff like that a bit more, so I just wonder why they wouldn't do that for like have one of them above the right side and one above the left side of the little book thing, and just have those as counters. I know that's a lot of UI space, but it means that it's got a spot that's much clearer to see what the fuck I'm looking at for it. Because otherwise I'm having to look up by my HP bar, which there's an argument to be made, like my UI is extremely small. So I've actually made it harder on myself. But also with a character like this, I only need a quick look at the, like, I will openly admit this is why I like playing the characters I like. I don't have to look at the HP bar often, I have to look at the abilities and stuff. That's why Maester is one of my favorites. I might need to read the book one again though, because I feel like I'm not seeing it fire. It looks like it fired there though. Is it when I hit the target? I don't know. It's trying to understand new Warframe feels like a fucking nightmare, I'll be honest. The fact that I can say very solidly there was a portion of the time where I had almost the entire Wikipedia memorized. What a fucking time that was. I mean, that was always expected, right? I have to say, the duration feels very low for a lot of stuff at the moment, but I am, like, only just slightly positive duration, and I'm not max rank. And I think the alt is where the scaling is, so unless I hit level 30, it's not going to be at its max point. And they are still, like, 30, 40 seconds? Actually, let's look, right? I'm going to reactivate this one. Where the fuck is it? 50 seconds. Okay, no, it's fine then. But yeah, that's why like I get super stressed with like the shield gate ones. Shield gating still feels really stressful to me to play that style, because I don't like looking at my values. And you could make an argument, oh, you don't have to look at your values with the shield gating. Kinda do. Like the Hydra build, for example. That build, I feel like I need to look at those sorts of values fairly regularly.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
But I do see this being a very interesting damage caster moving forward, right? Like, we have a few damage casters in the game, but I do feel that, like, we're lacking a few interesting ones that are just kind of like your Siren, right? Because I like to refer to ones like Nidus, for example. That's a carry, is they're self-sufficient. You could make an argument that the damaged ones, like I just mentioned, Siren and this, are self-sufficient, and they are. And I will not deny that in the slightest, that does hamper the argument. But I mean, at the end of the day, like, I would call this more of like, they need to keep casting to be feasible, whereas like a carry should be casting somewhat regularly. Mesa's a great example of a carry. Mesa does not need to cast constantly to get her damage out. Mesa can just refuse to take damage and then enable your weapons to do really, really well. And it's actually completely legitimate. All right. But yeah. Again, that's the same with Nidus. Nidus per se doesn't need to always be casting to deal his stuff, but it's definitely favorable to cast. Like, the amount of potential that is gained from when you casting, when you're not casting, comparative with those two characters, it's notable, right? Like, are you going to tell me Peacemaker is one of the lowest damage, like, is not one of the highest damage things in the game? It is. I think there's universally accepted that it's one of the highest potential DPSs in the game. And will always be like this kind of powerhouse of, hey, I see a target, I want to remove them from the video game. As long as they're able to be affected by it, you pretty much guarantee that. Okay, I'm not going to pick a relic here. I'm going to leave. But I will kill these fucking Thrax. Okay, exits this way. I don't know. Again, I will not deny my opinion on Warframe is probably also very old and biased and may not fit kind of the modern feel that the game wants. Or more modern feel. I guess also the weakness is that Warframe is an old game. It is definitely dated in its style and architecture.
Sentient scouts. If they detect you, fighters will soon attack.
I don't care if they're going to detect me. I am leaving. Wow, I got a bunch of crap. Love it. To be fair, I didn't expect much. But with Max Dante, yay! To be fair, I could have done it a lot faster, but I didn't want to do it faster. I wanted to experience him. Watch how I do not come back to Warframe again until Dante Prime. So let's look at his stats now. Because this is where we'll get a better idea of things. So this is nearly 60-second duration. That's pretty fucking good, actually. Lightverse has a 48,000 cap now of overguard. That's a lot of overguard. Noctua does a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Its efficiency, so yeah, the efficiency's gone down, so it's not so good. Oh, they added a thing showing channeled ability durations. That calculation. That's actually quite nice. Thank you, game. That's very useful of you. Okay, before we go too much further, I'm going to add a former into you. Because I have a few of them. So now I can add in another mod.
Were you visualizing a bloody battle?
Me too. Same. I want to toss this in, but I can't. Fuck. Shit. I was gonna say, like, I kind of want to toss this in because I feel that I do get health pickups. So it would help with the energy just that little bit. I could toss in Streamline for now to rectify that, because these casts are pretty expensive. Don't mind it too much though. Overall, I was finding it wasn't too bad, but there's also a... Oh, hello. Okay. Alright. I was like confused at what the fuck could be in there. I didn't realize that was a universal. Okay, so stretch, equilibrium, and what would be the Exilus? I mean, I guess probably also cunning, right? Just more movement. Kind of general movement speed buff. Would be pretty solid, but I think I want stretch. Because their radius increase, so that's 13 meter increase to the ult, which is a third, so that is pretty guaranteed to hit the entire room with final verse, the tragedy, which is the 2 dark verses one. Look at that number! Wait, 9.6 times the damage. Okay, that is a hell of a nuke. This is an extremely potent nuke. I can try growing power now, I guess. On status effect with weapon, increases personal ability strength. Since I'm running the Cedo, this is pretty much guaranteed. Just so that's known. I'm pretty sure anyway. Unless that's been changed. Oh no. Now I'm gonna look stupid. In front of all of the people. Oh no. Joke's on you, I always look stupid. I'll just toss that in there. So this is kind of what the final build will be. Just think of equilibrium in this final slot. And that's what I'll aim for now. If that ends up being what the actual final build is, we don't know. So again, wow, you have a very high thing. Oh, they have an energy recovers at stat here. Energy regen, woo! Does it have a health regen? Doesn't. Come on, guys. Gotta get an energy health regen in there as well. You have shield, you have energy, but you don't have... Okay. Oh, this is where they've put the resistances thing. Okay, fair enough. But 322% power strength, that's discluding augmented and growing power. That's a lot of power strength. My man knows how to read. Watch that. While you were studying... When was it? While you were having sex, my boy was studying the magic. So stupid. Right, but yeah. Okay. I'm liking the fucking new Warframe a lot. Like, genuinely, I'm enjoying it, and it's not even, like, just me trying to enjoy it because, I want to enjoy the character that I... like, that sort of thing. It's something that I know I've done a couple of times with these sorts of games. I've come back to them because of something, and I'm like, oh, well, I've got to like this. Because if I don't like this, then there was no point in me coming back. So I force myself to like it, and then I hate it afterwards. No, I actually think Dante's a fun character. Genuinely. I like the casting. The chaos. God. Did you know they fucking added fucking shops to these? I saw this the other day and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Some expensive fucking things in this as well. And the worst part is I'm still lazy and I don't think I'm going to fix my focuses so I can actually finish getting the rest of the trees. Also, what happens when I get everything from this? I assume the refactor kit might be a reusable? Maybe? I don't know. But it's the... like, what happens once I've gotten all of these ones? At least. That's right, I haven't done one thing to this Warframe that I need to do. Also, dude, my dude looks ugly as fuck sometimes. God, I tried to make him look kind of decent at one point, but you know. I forgot about fucking sigils. It is... which arm is it that I do? Right arm. There's a rule I try and have, which is to have the clan emblem that I have on all of my frames. See? Gotta represent. It's my clan after all. Me and my mate put a lot of work into this back fucking like 10 years ago. Nearly. Something around there. God, that's actually a depressing thought. Maybe I'm not going to think about that much more. But yeah, no, I like my clan. My clan is fun. No one's online. Let's see how long people have been offline for. Well, this person's been offline for a while. My best mate's been offline for a while, which is not too surprising. I don't know if I know who that is. And my other mate has been off for a while. But, you know, Most people have been on fairly regularly. Somewhat regularly. I was Founding Warlord. It is I, the Founding Warlord. That fucking maggot. Make it whispering sweet nothings into my ear there. Fucking flat, almost over 100 former. I love it. I had a rule for so long that I would only pick former when I could. And I would just get so much former. That's not even like events giving me that former. That's just purely like most of that's built. That's so fucking stupid. Alright, what do I have for, Deveri? I do have Wukong. Do I have a good Wukong build? I don't know. What weapons do I have? I don't really have any frames here that I'm like wanting to do. I'll be honest. Do I can't remember. Does it reset with the emotion? I think it resets with the spiral as well, right? Because like I could just go in, do a run, cancel it out really quickly. Like I could just do this, go in, leave. I think that's it, right? Because what is even my Wukong? Wow, yeah, that's a Wukong build. If I just pick up random crap. Go in and then quit.
Bombstein was envious of what? Anything. Wherever his gaze fell.
Do I can I do it this way, or do I need to have at least completed something? Come on, game. Oh. There's a moment there. Yeah, no, I would have needed to have done something. Okay. Won't do that for now. I should do the circuit, though. Oops. Game's hitching a little bit now. I wanted to go here, and open this up so I can see. So I already own those two. So those would probably be my best bets. I always find this funny because you kind of like you pick a frame and see the parts for it now. On finisher kills. Why would you want finisher kills of Oberon?
Stand by while I analyze the intelligence profiles of the Green.
Why is it so finisher damage and orientated? Wait, seriously, what the fuck happened to Oberon? When was he a finisher damage character? I don't remember him being finisher damage orientated. Does he even have something to open them up to finishes? Mind boggled right now. I am missing this man's systems. How do I get his systems? Looks like it's something to do with the fucking new area. I assume it's bounties, right? The Deimos stuff. Whatever you want to call this. The Sanctum.
Come on. Let's at least pretend this mess can still work.
Oh yeah, I was getting asked earlier about the things. Look, we can review logs on the computer. The Calmo sequence. The Drifter. Okay, so I'm guessing one of your options gives me we're looking for his chassis. There we go, systems. Alchemy. Do we do some alchemy? I mean, I could do some alchemy. Fuck it.
Very kind. I find it helpful to have work to focus upon. Let us begin.
Oh, shut up. Whoops. That's not what I meant to do. I forgot I just picked it up. Oi, you. Give me your loot. Okay. I gotta say, I think I don't know if I've talked about this on stream or not, but I really like this mission, but I wish it was earlier in the game. The style of the alchemy thing, because it would actually teach stuff to newer players. It's a cool idea. It's a very cool idea. Also, yes, I am just trying to fill time because my brain doesn't like talking while playing Warframe unless I'm talking with someone. So I need to try and force a topic right now. Otherwise, I'm just going to go mute. And that is not what I want to do. I like the task I had was to destroy 62 decorations. I accidentally did it at some point. Oh, you know what I did start watching, by the way, last night? Was Apothecary Diaries, by recommendation of one of my mates. And it's fucking good. Like, really good. Had me in stitches a number of times really early on. So very much enjoying that one so far.
I urge you, keep the crucibles firing. Should opposition grow too great, of course, return home.
So it's radiation again, okay. But I have to say, I do need to probably be watching a little bit more anime or something, because I feel that, like, I've not been watching much shit other than, like, YouTube and then just working. And when I watch stuff like that, I tend to be either more creative and more relaxed. So I do need to take a few more breaks, I think, coming up. Considering even, whoops. Not per se taking like a full week off streaming or anything like that, but like taking a couple of days off on either side of a weekend and doing that. Just like really committing to a break coming up. Knowing that when the mid-semester break hits, I'm gonna be doing a good bit of work on fucking United again. Because I'm not gonna talk too much about it now, but there's a thing that I've talked about in the past, and I've been meaning to do. But I've now finally kind of gotten the idea in my head that I wanted for it. And from there, I might actually be able to make it happen. Which will be, fucking nice. So, yeah, the next update, I would expect to hear something more substantial, week after next. About the next update, when it might be happening. I'm gonna probably start doing some of the recordings soon. Kind of like the dev diary for it. I'm hesitant to do one thing that I wanted to do, and that is because of one of these things that I want to change. So I might hold that off until later. Short answer is though, I'm hoping that in the next, I want to say few months, but keep that as like, it will be definitely before the end of the year, I can say that. But not too long in the future, I'm hoping to, move the game to Steam, right? And when that happens is when I'm going to start doing a lot of the current works change. Also, I wasn't the one that broke that. You fuckers were the ones that broke that. Thanks. Assholes. I didn't want that one to break. I broke the valve early. So yeah, VTuber United's gonna probably look a fair bit different coming up soon. I'm gonna work on the programming for the current stuff as the priority. And then once that's in a state where I'm happy with it, I will be doing the visual stuff that I need to be doing as well. Because I've talked before how like currently the game doesn't have the best quality visuals. I'm not so stupid to think that it does. I think it looks fucking hideous in some regards. I'm gonna stop there, I think, for this run. Because I think it's once off I get the bounty reward, so doing more probably isn't actually that beneficial. Oh, fuck, sorry, I'm getting distracted. But yeah, so there is going to also be changes coming to the channel. I'm currently working through some ideas of what I want to do. I've said this many a times in the past, but like this time how do I explain it? So I've been watching a lot of like discussions and talks on a lot of different topics from a lot of people that know a lot more than I do on areas. And I've kind of, so something I had to ask myself the other day is, if per se I was to get earn money from what I'm doing at the moment, which would I want to earn money from? Now this might be confusing. What do I mean? Game development or streaming? That's what I mean. What would I prefer to make money off of? And I realized that if I made money for streaming, that money would go to game development. And if I made money from game development, that would go to game development. And then a little bit to streaming. So clearly, I want to do game development more. So I'm going to focus on that a little bit. What does this mean to the channel? Well, technically, that actually doesn't mean anything. I've concluded I will not reduce what I'm doing for now. I don't see a reason to. But it's not going to be as big a priority in some regards. However, I want to reorganize how I approach YouTube. So that's going to take some time. Short answer is there's a lot of things I'm trying to decide, because like I don't want to half-ass YouTube. I do want to put in the effort. So I'm going to keep doing shorts, I'm going to keep doing streams and all that, and I'd like to do a couple of other things, but also yeah, it's hard, right? How valuable is YouTube to me?
What do you think?
What do you think? What about Steel Path? Is it still just the same stuff? Yeah, it is. Okay. Boo.
Well, lovely to see you, as always.
I think I can get the systems here though, can't I? Yeah. Even if I did though, I can't build it yet. Because I would need more lanthorns, because I also need lanthorns for this. So I need like 4 more. So getting it now is not necessarily worth it. Have I gotten this? I don't think I have, because I still don't think I've looked at the combo ones. I don't know their stats or anything like that, so I know that they're useful, but I don't know what they fucking do. The Archon shards. I should really farm them more. Again, it's one of those, this is why I have problems with Warframe, is just like, oh, well, because it's locked behind a weekly thing. I don't know, I feel like I've come to appreciate stamina systems in games as a service model more because of playing Star Rail and like understanding that what it's done has actually just, it's helped pace my gameplay out, and I enjoy that. Yeah, so I assume that I've got something missing because I feel like I'm supposed to be able to merge there. So we'll do that at some point. So Dark Verse is the one that gets assumed. I mean, Dark Verse doesn't seem that really great on its own, does it? Not in comparison to some of the other ones. God, I just... It's really weird to think about YouTube, right? Because I treat it like a job, but it's a hobby. So I need to question, like, what does that mean to me then, long term? That's why, like, I always feel really shit talking about it this way, because it is just simply, if there was a way for me to go, cool, no, it's monetized, all that, I don't really care, and it's a passive monetization that doesn't affect most of you guys, then I'd be happy. but I can't do that for a long time because I need more watch hours and I need to be more interesting for that. Which is why I do want to consider doing a couple of new things for the channel. One of the ones I talked about a lot in the past and I keep thinking about is doing podcasting. But there's a condition that I've set myself before I can work on podcasting. Or doing podcasts. But I do kind of think it would be fun. I feel like I could make some interesting topics. Get like a singular topic to start talking about, get like another person there and then just talk about the topic the entire time. Try and focus on just talking about that topic. Working through it and creating something interesting from that. Me and my obscene collection of fucking relics. Gotta love it. One day I'll have every relic. That's my goal. One of every relic. One of everything in Warframe. Yikes. Actually, that is technically impossible. I will never have the founder stuff because I wasn't a founder. What's that? Accolades, heirloom, 10-year supporter. Is that saying that I've been playing for over 10 years? I guess. Something like that. I still love looking at this. So the game, the time here is so wrong. Apparently I'm missing 18-year Star Chart EXP. How dare I? I've got one node that I haven't done. What the fuck? Which node have I not done? Was it one of the ones on the Zariman? No, I've done the Zariman once. Is it Lure? No. What have I not done? Actually, now I'm questioning which one have I not done? There's a node somewhere I haven't done. Oh, is it fucking Steel Path related? No, it's because I've not done a shitload of Steel Path. No, it's going to be normal Star Chart. There is a singular node somewhere on here I have not done. This. What the fuck's a mirror defense? Alright, I'll do that. The fuck's this mission? I've never seen this mission before.
Tenno, you're here to defend something that defies my own understanding of the Void. These crystals need you. Stop the Grineer and Corpus.
Old War. Warframe made crystal caskets. Caskets for who? Delric and Maya. Might be good genes they have, yes. Genes for the true men. Smash the crystals. Take the genes through the science. My true men get stronger.
Why does Talrego sound stupid?
As the enemy is eliminated, Citrine's remnants appear. The void, manifesting her last wish to protect Belric and Rania.
Okay. So this is clearly to do with that one frame I don't have, Citrine. Fucking Glorious Gems one. This is a strange thing, I guess. I don't know how I feel about this. Is that time limit me collecting these crystals? Oh, okay.
Orcus forces are mounting an assault on the Venus crystal. Stop them.
Oh, hello. What the fuck? Didn't realize that reality was fucking... Yeah, okay, no, never mind.
Do you know the story of Belric and Rania?
No, I don't.
Whose guardian Warframe tried to save them by encasing them in her crystal. It is their remains, and the connection forged between them that you are protecting.
Okay, cool.
Seek out Citrine's remnants to protect Belric and Rania's crystals.
This is definitely a bit of a weird thing. I was not expecting all of a sudden. Huh. Okay, I got the reinforcement. Which seems to give them overshield is the big thing that I can notice. Okay. Very strange. I mean, don't get me wrong, the mission's not hard, it's just like... Okay, I'm extracting from that. So I get 2 crystal fragments for the 15s in total for the yeah, 15 of 2 different crystal fragment things. Okay. Cool mission idea, I guess. Having the 2 tile sets merge like that is cool. Was definitely not expecting that. But you know, one day. Yeah, so if I buy this, I get the fucking bunny ears permanently, okay? I'm kind of glad that they've introduced permanent bunny ears. I do think that that's been something that's been wanted for far too long. And is a little upsetting that it took them this long to actually do it. Because a lot of those cosmetics, like there's some of them that should have been permanent. And were definitely not, should not have been temporary. In my personal opinion. Especially when some were and some weren't. Like there was the fucking winter orbiter that I have. That one, I don't understand why that was permanent when like, yeah, the bunny ears wasn't. Can I, it's in, what is it in? It's in this. Orbiter appearance? This, I think. Yeah, so Festives. This. I like these. I wish they did more of these.
Borders went mad for 3 milliseconds when he realized that each time he cleans something, he makes something else dirty.
Oh, there's an infested one. I don't know if I remember that. Corpus. Ew. But yeah, I like this one. This one was always cool. So my only problem with these decorations is exactly this. Is that it's now colliding with a bunch of my little things there. Which I could move them and it'll be fine. This one's actually not as intrusive. I had the Oregon one on for ages and it's really intrusive. I think it's only up there it affects as well. It's none of the down here. Yeah, none of the down here. I kind of wish it would affect down here. Or maybe get like separate stuff for down here in each of the compartments. That'd be cool. Alright, I'm gonna call it here for today. I don't think we'll be coming back for Warframe next week. Today was kind of an experiment to see if I would play more Warframe or not. I don't think I will. I think I'll play a little bit of it in my own time. For a while. If people want to see more of it, please let me know. Otherwise, I don't think it will come back to the channel again until another substantial update. Especially with the changes that I plan on doing to the channel, which some of them will be coming through next week. Speaking of which, yeah, it's the end of the week. Let me know what you want to see. Again, like, this is the thing. Please tell me what you want to see done on the channel, and I'll try and work from there. I know one of y'all's keeps asking about Monster Hunter. I'm gonna be honest, it's not high on my list. And I will mention this aspect. While I'm asking for ideas, that does not give you a right to nag me about them. And that's kind of what the Monster Hunter is the problem. Is it's not that it's just like once or twice I've been asked. I'm all good listening and to ideas, but like especially if I'm not asking for them at the time, not worth it. Don't give me ideas, because then I have to try and be as amicable as possible and say I'll consider it, which I'll consider it. But especially if I'm hearing it like every few weeks, I'm less likely to actually want to do it. I've always been like that. the more you demand something of me, the less likely I am to do it. If you ask something for me to do and I leave my responsibility to do the rest. So I try and be an extra. It's one of my faults actually, is how responsible I can be for things. Take too much responsibility. So yeah, we'll be seeing some of the changes. I can kind of list out the details. We're going to be doing more programming. I'm going to word it that way. But we'll be doing more programming, and I'm going to be a little bit more focused on my game. So I'm going to try and like, for example, so we only have 4 streams we do a week. I'm going to think about if I want to sneak a 5th one in. And if we do, it's probably going to be only 2 games are played a week, but maybe 2 or 3 streams for games. So we will try and target down games a little bit more intensely and not be so wide with games. For now, we're going to be seeing Star Rail stick around because I want to finish that off. And Persona is going to be the other one. But like, that's kind of the point, is that like once Star Rail is finished, I might not replace it with another game until Persona 3 is done. And it means that we can get through Persona 3 a bit faster, and it means we're getting through games faster, which would actually be probably better for the channel. Because it means that I'm stuck on a game for, not stuck on a game for an entire year. Because I don't want another Persona 5 incident where we stick with a game for too long, I feel. And I'm going to try and, yeah, refocus the channel a bit more towards programming, and podcasting and stuff like that. Again, the content itself per se won't change, because I feel that like the content I do even while I'm playing games, I'm very kind of like discussy, informative, and do talk about game development a lot. So I think it might as well do that as a shift to doing more actual programming, so we can talk about programming a bit more openly and more informatively, and talk about funny, stupid other stuff, haha, like anime and other games and shite and the happenings of the world. But I do think that it's something that I've been considering for a long time, is like, what do I want to do with the channel? I do think that, yeah, I have gone too wide with things in a way that's not good for me and for the channel. That was always my argument, is that I would prioritize myself over the channel for that sort of thing, but I have such a responsibility that I do feel responsible for the channel. So in a sense, there's kind of a bit of a middle ground there. So yeah, I know this was a big spiel that basically said nothing, but short answer is expect a second programming stream every week. And I will tease to the fact that it may not be about VTuber United. We're still going to be working on VTuber United, probably still weekly. But if we're doing 2 streams of programming, it might not be both on the same thing. So we'll see. With that being the case though, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. You're awesome. Stay awesome, and I hope to see you again next time. Until then, bye-bye. I said bye-bye.